Hello, so today I'm going to be talking about options upon graduation from high school. So there are so many different options when you graduate high school that you can choose so many different routes to go down. There are options like you can go to your university for a bachelor's degree, master's degree, or doctorates. You can go to a community college and get an associate's degree, or just get a certification in something. You can go to a trade school and become certified in something. You can get on the job training, which will lead to certification eventually, potentially. There's also like no schooling at all. You can choose to go the route that some people go and just learn as you go, never get certification for anything, but just keep learning things, and that's always the option. So it's important to look at all the options before you choose on one, like the four-year degree, because four-year colleges right now are just producing so many students, so many graduates after they get out of there that a lot of people are having trouble finding jobs. I've heard many like cases where someone gets a degree in something specific. Like one of the most common things I think is biology. So they'll get a or a degree in biology, and then they can't find a job upon graduation because so many other people have that degree. And then they end up settling for something that isn't going to give them their potential out of their degree. And it's kind of like a waste, not entirely wasted, but partially wasted your 4 years to get that degree, and now you're settling for a job that you probably could have gotten out straight out of high school. So that's happening a lot. And I just think that looking at options, like there's things like you can go to a community college and learn with an associate's degree. You can get a certification in radiologic technology. You can become a medical stenographer. You can become a dental hygienist, registered nurse, respiratory therapist. There's so many things you can do with an associate's degree, so many different scopes of practice that you can go into. There's culinary options. There's any kind of like engineering, like smaller scale than you would when you got a bachelor's degree, but there's options there. There's also, you could go to trade school. Trade school has things like electrical, HVAC, which is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Those are big jobs that people like are always going to need. And there's jobs right now in those things, and I think it's a better way to look at it to see where the jobs are rather than just going for a general degree in something. There's also elevator and solar repairer. That's a big thing. Like CMMC is experiencing issues right now with their elevator, so they need people to work on their elevators. So if there's no one going to school for these little jobs that still pay good and still have good outlook that just people just overlook because they're not a four-year degree, then I think that's a good option to look into because there aren't as many people and that's what's needed right now. There's also things like on-the-job training. You can on-the-job train to weld. I know of a place that will do online or right on the field. They take the people and they train them, and you get paid for your internship there. And then they automatically hire you after you finish your internship. There's also dental assisting. That's an on-the-job training or a smaller degree. It's not a degree, it's a smaller certification. You can do a sales representative, baker. There's so many options for on-the-job training that you can look into that would have a good job outlook and a good future. There's just so many things that you should really look into before you decide to go to a four-year college. I almost did it, but then I thought about my options and I went and decided with a smaller private school which would offer me a degree in radiologic technology. It went 2 years, and then I could decide if I wanted to go back for more schooling and if I wanted to change my job. I think that's just the best option, is to look into all of your options and see if there's something better out there, just so you don't get stuck in a job that's below your potential for the rest of your life. All right, so this has been my persuasive speech. Thank you for watching.